people still think real estate is only about buying properties where people live. But something unique is quietly happening in Lagos. Smart investors are now beginning to pay rapt attention to where businesses will operate. And that shift is very important. When you study major economic growth patterns around the world, one thing becomes clear: infrastructure changes everything. Where road networks improve, where logistics are made easier, and of course, where seaports and airports develop, industries naturally move in that direction. And when industries move, demand follows. Not just demand for residential properties, but demand for warehousing, logistics, manufacturing, commercial activities, and of course, industrial land. Now, this is one of the reasons the Lekki corridor has become an important conversation in recent years. There are major infrastructure developments transforming that axis. There you have the seaport, the Dangote refinery, Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. All these projects are gradually reshaping the future of that axis. By the time everything is fully developed and looks obvious to everyone, prices would have significantly changed. The people who benefit the most in such corridors are busy struggling to understand the vision. Now, this doesn't mean that every industrial development becomes valuable. Structure matters, planning matters, and of course, location matters. This is why investors are paying huge attention to properly planned development in strategic corridors like the Lekki corridor. And speaking of strategic industrial development, visit to the famous Alaro City, of course, the industrial section of Alaro City, to see for myself how far the environment is evolving in the last 2 weeks I visited there last. By the way, Alaro City is a planned development that consists of industrial, residential, and of course commercial sections situated in the Lekki Free Zone along the Lekki-Epe Expressway. It is the only development in the Lekki Free Zone that is situated along the Lekki-Epe Express and of course directly opposite the proposed Lekki International Airport. This development has been in the news for a while now, but recently, many investors are finding their way to Alaro City, especially those who are interested in setting up their business in such a planned and properly developed industrial section. So today, I paid a visit there to see what is happening around my client's development. And of course, I noticed huge developments that have sprung up in a matter of days. Come with me and let's get to Alaro City together. Visiting the industrial section of Alaro City today, one thing is clear: this is not just land. This is where mega businesses will be operating here in Lagos. And the truth is simple. The people who benefit from such corridors as this are not the people who wait for everything to be perfect. They are those who position themselves early. For those who do not know, Alaro City is a planned or integrated city in the Lekki Free Zone, consisting of industrial, commercial, and residential sections. Now, the industrial section of Alaro City has become so boisterous and in high demand to the tune of producing large workforce, which eventually is a huge benefit for those who have invested in the residential section. Today is all about industrial section. So if you're thinking beyond just land and you want to align with where economic activities will happen, this is a conversation you should not ignore. A lot of people will come here 2-3 years from now and they will wish they paid attention to me early, because by the time everything is fully developed, it is no longer an opportunity on entry level, but already priced in. So what you're seeing here today is early positioning. And if you understand, you will move differently. So let me be honest. This investment is not for everyone. If you're looking for a quick win or a hype, this is not it. But if you understand structure, long-term positioning, and you're thinking about where businesses will actually operate, then this is exactly what is happening here. Walking through the industrial section of Alaro City today, after 3 weeks of visiting here, one thing is obvious. This is a structural industrial environment and not a guesswork. So if you're serious about positioning your business accurately, this is the time you start paying attention to me and give me that call and let's start talking.